gonna buy a house. The house she is considering costs $320,000. She'll make a 10% down payment and get a 30-year mortgage and 9.9% interest, compounded monthly. She's counting on annual appreciation of 2.5%. She would live in the house for 4 years and then sell it. Okay, so let's have a look here and see. Okay, so first things first. Let's do this. NI. Okay, fill in the blanks for me then. Alright? So the first thing we want to do is we want to find out how much she's going to borrow. So how much does she have to borrow here? Go to page 55, please.
288,000.
288,000. Okay, so 288,000. All right. So the first thing we want to do is we got to find out the number of payments, right? We want to find her payments, not the number. Okay, so 30-year mortgage, compounded monthly, and her payments are monthly as well. Is that right? It actually doesn't say, does it?
No.
Okay, well, let's go with monthly payments then. So 12, future value, I don't know, we're looking at future value is 0. Interest rate is what percent, please?
9.9.
Sorry?
9.9.
9.9? Wrong. And how many payments?
Oh, 12 payments, you were saying? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Right? 30 years, 360? Okay, so let's find out what the payments are for the
2,506 and 15 cents.
Okay, so there's our monthly payments. I'll get negative on our calculator, right? So 2,506, and 15 cents. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is let's find out how much. No, we'll do that after. Let's find out how much she's going to pay in 4 years. Okay, so we've got in 4 years, she's going to pay $32,000 on a down payment, right? It was 10% of the total.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's add in our 4 years worth of payments. What does that equal? What are we trying to do here?
So I can do 48 times the payments per time. So
That's
I get 12,000. No,
120,295.
Sorry. No, it's fine.
22, just like that?
20.
Pardon me? Is it
20 cents. Sorry.
20?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Okay, good. So now let's find out how much you paid total. Okay, so that's 32,000 added on to that, so that'd be 152,295.20. All right. So now what we have to do next is let's find out what she has left going on the house. So now we've got to use this and find, what are we going to find next? Our future value, right? Using the same payments, is that correct? Okay, so what has to change here? My end value, what does my end value have to change to? 48, okay, sure. So this has to become 48. Anything else have to change? No? No. So what we're doing, what are we doing by doing this right now then? What am I looking for?
Only taking over 4 years of paying correct interest on payments.
Pardon me?
You're finding the total that you paid over the 4 years with the interest rate on it.
Yeah, included, right? Yeah, so what am I doing? I'm finding how much I have left to pay off, right, in the next 26 years, correct? Because this is what's going to be balance owing. The future value is what I have left to pay. So what does it work out to?
200,373 and 10 cents.
Okay. So what I have left owing on the house is 280,373 and 10 cents. Okay. Let's now find what the cost of the house is with the appreciation after that 4 years. All right, so let's find the cost of the house. If I'm doing this in terms of steps, this is step number 4 here. So let's find out what the appreciation is for step 5.
That's your future value.
So,
200, right?
4 years.
pardon me,
Like the
320,000.
and so was appreciation sign that?
Yes. To the power of 4. So I've got 320,000 times 1.025 to the exponent of 4, correct? Because I've got 4 years of appreciation. So what is the house now worth? I'm right here. So this is 320,000. This is 0.025. That's 4 years, because that's what we're doing it as, right?
353,220 and 13 cents.
353, 220.
Yep.
And
And 13 cents.
13 cents. Excellent, thanks. Okay, so there's what we have. All right. So now, what have I done? What do I have? What's all of this mean? Somebody give me a Cole's Notes. You guys know what Cole's Notes are. Bless you. Give me a shortened version. All right, layman's terms. Here we go. Layman's terms. What are these numbers meaning? What do they mean to you?
How much she really put into the house, like the
Okay.
percentage that she owns of the house.
All right, so she's put in, how much has she put into the house so far in 4 years?
Yeah.
152,000, okay? She has how much left to pay for that house? 280,000. Now just quick. Do the quick math. What does it look like for an interest? How much interest? When she's done paying for it, because the house was worth what when we started?
It was,
It's worth 320,000. That's, she's paid 152,000. She's got 280,000 left. So roughly speaking,
you guys have to,
that's $430,000, right? Is what, if she paid it all off, it's approximately how much interest? $100,000, $110,000 interest. Okay, on a $320,000 house. Okay, so, and I mentioned this to you yesterday. Very expensive place. I mentioned this to you yesterday. What are ways in which we can reduce the amount we have to pay for interest?
the time you take it over,
Term, right? We can shorten the mortgage term,
the fixed interest rate or
hopefully get a better interest rate, right? So you might not lock in at 99. That's a lot.
payments make in the compound rate.
Yeah, change the number of payments from monthly to bi-weekly, bi-monthly, whatever it is, right? Or lump sum, those are different types. So those are ways in which we can reduce the amount of interest that we pay on the house. Okay, all right? But we also noticed what has also happened to our house since we've owned it for 4 years. It's gone up in value, right? It's appreciated in value. So it's gone up $33,000 in value. So the good news is you're going to now sell the house, you're going to make some money off the house. So the next thing is, how much money am I going to make off the house? So let's find out, what's the profit? So I take the cost of the house now, which is $353,220.13, and I'm going to minus how much owing I have on the house,
Which is,
$280,373.10. Right? So in step 6 then, let's find out what the profit is on the house.
$72,856.10.
Yeah, okay, sounds right. 72,887.
887. 846.
Sorry.
Cost of the house compared to the
72,846.
I got it.
I got it.
847.03.
Oh, yeah, let's try this again. Somebody say it again.
$72,847.03.
Yeah, 3 cents. Yeah, 47. And 3 cents. Okay, awesome. See what you got wrong with your number?
I think I put 13 something.
253, 220. You missed the 13, 280. No, that's all I missed. See what I heard. Okay, so we're okay so far? Is everybody kind of, Jenna, you seem lost here.
I'm sorry, I'm just,
Are you?
I'm just trying to follow
Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm following through. So now, at this point here, I'm trying to find out what the profit is on the house. Okay? So the profit takes into account how much I owe and how much it's now worth. So that's the profit I make on the house. And the profit on the house is $72,000. Now she hasn't made $72,000 on the house because she has to take away some of the stuff that it's cost her. All right, like the down payment and whatever payment she's made on the house. Okay, so the cost to her now, all right, is the amount paid minus the profit. So how much is she paid?
No, she's paid $184,295.20 because you have to add down payment.
I did already.
Oh, just wait.
Right here.
It's not
Okay.
So you were right. You're absolutely right. But these are actually the payments, and that's the down payment.
Yeah,
I changed it from yesterday. Okay? So now, take that number, $152,295.20, and minus the $72,000.
You should get $79,448.17. So you got that?
79,000.
448 and 17 cents.
17 cents. Right?
So now that's what you can get out of the house.
Okay, so what is that number to her? For me? That's how much she went in debt? Okay, so after selling it for 4 years, what's happened here? She's lost 7,000 on it. She's paid 7,000 more into it than she's profited from it.
Oh, I see.
Does that seem right? Okay, now, I want you to think about this for a second. All right? What was the appreciation on the house?
2 point something?
2.5%. How much interest was she paying to the bank per year?
9.9.
9.9. So no matter what, over time, it would work. Over time, she would have made more money on it.
But because it was a short period of time.
Because a short period of time, right? And the appreciation was nowhere near what the interest rate was. The interest rate was so much larger. So yesterday's questions, we made money, right? We made a little bit of money off of it. Okay? So her equity in the house, though, right? Her equity in the house isn't near what she's paid into it yet. Because the equity builds and gets larger each payment over time. But she hasn't been in the house long enough to see the equity be more than what she's paying out. Okay? All right? So, going back through the process then, is my goal is to, first of all, I need to find out what my payments are. How much is she going to pay throughout? Then once I have my payments, I can find out on any amount of time how much it's cost her. Now do me a favor right now. Take this number right here, multiply that by 360. So take your payments, times it by 360, and what do I get?
902,214.
900,000?
Yep.
Seems excessively high.
What do you got?
Yeah. That does not match up. Why doesn't that? That's telling me then that you have paid $600,000 more for your house than what it was worth over 30 years. Is that possible?
We
Those are
didn't-
high interest rates, I mean,
You're right. Okay. That's what we're saying here. Is $600,000 more almost. Okay, a little less than that. $500,000, $580,000 of interest on that house. High interest rate, 9.9 is extremely high. Okay? And the length of time is a long time. Okay? So everything we've done here is correct.